Hi friends. So today I had found a quilt online that I thought I would love to make, and this is in between the Merry Merry Snowman quilt tops. Just something to give me, to do in between that project. I just thought that this was so wonderful and it made me so happy. This is a really fun triangle quilt. So pretty. This is from quiltylove.com. And just really beautiful. I saw this picture here. I am sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Look how beautiful that looks on the ladder. Just love it, right? And I just thought she used flannel for the back. And how pretty does this look for the winter time, right? Draped over the couch by the Christmas tree. I just really thought that this was really happy. And this is fairly easy for me. I am not an avid quilter. I'm not, very good. So I am not an expert. So this is definitely something I thought that I would be able to make. Again, by quiltylove.com. So I went ahead, and for that pattern, she said that she had a 6.5-inch ruler. She cut 204 triangles. Mine is a 5.5. So I've already cut out, Jesse's behind the shade, 152 triangles. So I separated them, different patterns, reds, greens, golds, and whites. So now I'm going to be putting these together. So I will come back with some progress. I have put together 30 sets of these too. So it's 60 so far. Not bad, right? Pretty good progress. So just got a little bit more to go, and then I will come back, and then we're going to start putting rows together. Okay, friends, 4 rows of 6. I'm keeping them at 6 for right now because these have all been pressed. They just haven't been trimmed. So keeping them, the rows, shorter for right now is easier to be able to trim off the dog ears, and just lovely so far. So a quick note, I take both of my pieces, I face them right sides together, then I fold them in half, and then I make a mark at the top about 1/4 inch down here from the top, and then I'm just going to be sewing from this point all the way down to the tip 1/4 inch. Okay, a really big update. So here she is. This is a very, very rough estimate. I just put some of the rows together, and right now at its widest it is 42 wide and then 65 inches long. So now we just have to put these guys together. The fabrics are just so wonderful and happy. So this is the one from quiltylove.com I had shared with you earlier, and I am in love. She's coming along really nice. Okay, so there are 26 mixed length rows. I have trimmed everything down to 5 inches. So by keeping the rows smaller, right, makes it a lot easier for you to trim. So that's what I'm doing, just keeping them, somewhat shorter. And now I am off to put these together. I am going to have to cut more triangles, but there's 164 so far, and I'm just working small because this is probably going to be a lot larger than this. My hubby would like this for our bed, so yeah, it's going to be larger, but doing this in increments and small time frames and taking your time always helps with planning out your projects, especially with these triangles, because trying not to have two of the same fabrics together, and placement. So just take your time and just work on it little by little, and it just turns out to be such an awesome project so far. Okay, friends, so huge update. There are 11 rows of 30, and I have 3 more rows to go, but I do not have a design wall, so I just laid everything out. So She's coming along so nicely. Yay. Hi there, friends. So yes, it's on the bed. Everything has been trimmed up. So wonderful and lovely. The lighting in this room isn't fantastic, but you can see all the different colors. It just looks so nice. They are just so adorable. Not perfect, like I said, but everything just looks so happy, and I just love it so much. Here we are, friends. Yes, so lovely. This is a 75 by 82. What do you think, Jessie? So love all the colors. They're wonderful, and some of the colors, this gold looks orange, but they are just, I love this little candy cane fabric. So wonderful, so pretty and happy holiday. Yeah, so this is going to be a quilt top for our home. Hubby wanted it for our bed, so I just thought this is definitely, this is, you can't see the full top, but yeah, she looks amazing. So I wish I had a big design wall to share everything with you, but so I love this batik with the holly leaves, so wonderful, and some of the goals. Yeah, it's very exciting. Hi friends, quick note. This was recommended by a friend for me to do this segment of a video, and which is actually a pretty good idea. So this is my ruler, the 60 degree equilateral ruler. This is a 5.5 inch. So she suggested that I show you guys how I actually cut the fabric. So if you're cutting from yardage, you cut one long piece. I am sorry about that. And then to optimize your fabric. So this is just an example here. So you would cut your fabric. So this was 5.5 inches. I just cut my fabric a smidge, you know, bigger than my ruler here. And I am just going to line it up here in the corner, pretty, not all the way to the corner, but you know, give yourself a little room, give yourself a little room on the top, and then a little bit here on the bottom. This will help you reduce your scraps, optimize your fabrics, as well as by cutting strips, saving you lots of time. All right, friends, yes, she is done. Awesome, amazing, lots of beautiful colors. I ran this through my serger just to clean everything up, and so lovely. So thank you so much for coming along this quilty top journey. I am going to be adding a border. So stay tuned for that, and I'm going to be picking out some backing and my absolute favorite part, binding. So thank you guys so much. Leave a comment, give a thumbs up, let me know what you think. Do you love the colors? So this is, again, just a quilt that I saw on quiltylove.com, and her name is Emily. So if you want to go check her out, she has sew alongs, she has patterns and different things that you guys can check out if you're looking for something new to work on. So again, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all of your support, and I will be talking to you soon.